The Pathetic Diabetic.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Pathetic Diabetic, back for number 3. Episode 3 we're on. I haven't done anything on 3s in my whole life, so this is an accomplishment for me. Accomplishment, definitely. The only long streak I've had is getting fired from jobs, which found out that streak is at 24. So the only way that streak got broken was because of COVID. So that wasn't my fault. I couldn't get fired from number 25. That's on that coronavirus. That's his fault. But otherwise, that's the longest thing I've ever done is getting fired. And I was good at it. You know, when you're good at something, stick with it, you know. But this is number 3. First 2, I think, went well. I put it all out there. I let you know who I am, you know, this little white boy, and told you all about my diseases. This one, I got a clamp light, so you can see the podcast, so which is good. So you can see with your eyes a little bit better. It's not in half darkness, because you know, since I've only had this on YouTube, figured I might want to put a light in. Yeah, put a light up there so people can see it. So, just got back from Florida. Took a trip to Florida. Stayed in St. Petersburg. It's just outside of Tampa. Which is nice. You don't want to stay in Tampa. Tampa's kind of trashy. Okay? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even before they won the Super Bowl, they were the big losers of the NFL. They were still the best thing ever to come out of Tampa. They really were. I talked about it before about there's a lot of strip clubs in there. But there's also a lot of trash balls there. And what attracts strip clubs? Trash balls. Yeah, I've been to a few strip clubs myself. A lot of trash balls. Yeah, a lot of shady fucks. So my aunt's like, we're going to have you stay in St. Petersburg because we don't want you to get stabbed. I was like, okay, that's nice of you, Aunt Beth. Florida doesn't give a fuck. It was party central down there. The beaches were full. The bars were full. Man, people are doing shots, doing body shots. They're doing, you know, like people getting shot. Just everything's happening there, and it's great. I went into a bar, sat right at the bar, which you can't even do here in Chicago. Had me a drink, talking to the bartender for a while, for a couple hours, you know, thinking, hey, maybe we can hook up or something tonight. And then she mentioned she has a boyfriend. So thanks for mentioning that, slipping that in 2 hours later, after I already put in all of the hard groundwork. Yeah. She probably wasn't that interested in me anyways, just wanted that tip. All done that, tried to get that tip. You pretend you flirt a little for an extra $2. That's what you do. Flirt just a little bit. And girls always will slip the I have a boyfriend into the conversation when they talk to somebody. Guys usually just hide that. They don't let you know they have a girlfriend. It's a need to know basis, okay? Unless they get caught or somehow she walks in while you're trying to flirt or talk to another girl. We won't come out and say like, oh, my girlfriend. Yeah, so I have a girlfriend back home, and we'll just be like, where do you live? Oh, I got a roommate. We just like hang out and stuff. It's cool. Guy or girl? I don't know, maybe girl. Yeah, so we don't want it. It's a need to know basis. We don't let that. But girls always mention the boyfriend right up top because guys are scumbags and they want to probably get them away from them. So my last day, my aunt said, Ryan, I'm going to plan a special day for you. We're going to go to Florida's oldest tourist attraction. Okay, it's called Sunken Gardens. All right, Aunt Beth, let's go. It's going to be a real treat. You know what? Sunken Gardens looked like the oldest tourist attraction. It was crap. It looked like it was just a giant garden that someone hadn't kept up with. There wasn't any landscaper brought in. That's all it looked like. I thought there was going to be animals in there. We're just looking at plants. She's like, "Did you ever seen this before? Pineapple sage." It's pineapple sage. Wow. Yeah. It's a good thing in my last day in Florida, I got to go see some pineapple sage. Well, we went walking through there, just plants, overgrown, just weeds everywhere, just weeds. And then finally came to the main attraction, flamingos. Yeah. They promote flamingos everywhere in Florida, but flamingos have flew away from Florida. It's too trashy for them even. There's no real like flamingos that stay there anymore. I think these ones were from Africa or something, but they're like the flamingo like people like they always have all these, on stores and stuff showing a big symbol of a flamingo and down in Florida and palm trees, all that. And like, look at the flamingo. Like, flamingo doesn't do shit. It's not like a cool bird. It just looks weird. And because it looks weird, we just decide like, wow, let's point and take pictures of that. It's kind of mean. They got that long beak, those long legs. They're hot pink, okay? They look like they belong in some rave. Just getting funky, getting dirty with it. How old am I? Funky, dirty with it? But they just hot pink. Think about that. What other animal out there is the color hot pink? Yeah. Try getting along with other birds when, you are the same color of some 8-year-old girl's closet. All of her clothes in there. I'm surprised they don't get bullied more. Maybe that's what happened to them in Florida. They didn't leave. Maybe they just got the shit kicked out of them. And, their species kind of went away. So that was the big thing in Sunken Gardens when I saw the flamingos. And so glad I did. And then the other parts of it were basically drinking coffee and sitting on the beach and trying to edit my second podcast, which took about a week because I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. So took about a week of that. Most of my vacation I was staring at my computer while it was 85 degrees outside and people splashing in the water. I did sit by the water, but I didn't tip my toes in. Couldn't find my bathing suit, so I don't really have my shit together. I'm the pathetic diabetic. We know that for a reason. Oh, man. Yeah, they don't care about COVID down there. They don't care. I like that. I already got the vaccine, as we talk about, because I work for DoorDash. Of course I got the vaccine. We don't want to give it to anybody else that has a significant job that doesn't, you're not giving White Castle sliders to a 17-year-old boy at 3 a.m., So, I like that. I like that everything's open. You get to feel like you can breathe again, like the world hasn't left. Also like, what's that holiday called? St. Patrick's Day happened there. St. Patrick's Day. And Florida, sometimes they kind of say like, yeah, hey, try not to cough directly in someone's mouth or eyes, or if you're gonna make out, don't slip the tongue in because it's COVID. So let's play it safe. Don't slip the tongue in. Okay, no French kissing. Let's take this a little bit serious, Florida. Okay, so yeah, they were doing that, like, but the St. Patty's Day, they were trying to say like, let's practice the same thing with Chicago. Okay, let's all have a safe St. Patrick's Day. Let's practice social distancing. Okay, small groups. We can all still have fun celebrating this holiday that most of us aren't even Irish, but let's have a lot of fun trying to celebrate that we wish we were complete raging drunks. Let's do that. And wear the most obnoxious green shit that we can find in our closet. And let's wear that out and be assholes. Not going to happen. Yeah. People are not going to social distance and be safe on St. Patrick's Day. Have you seen St. Patrick's Day in the past? It's a shit show. It's the biggest shit show of the year. There's people. I remember I was living in Lakeview, Chicago. Woke up at 9:30 in the morning, middle of the night. 9:30 in the morning I woke up. And there's already people passed out on the sidewalk, completely obliterated, vomit everywhere. People can't even handle their shit. At that time, it's before I even had my nut and honey or my Eggo waffle. People were done at 9:30 a.m. just falling over each other, literally vomiting in each other's faces. You're not going to have a social distance St. Paddy's Day. I don't even know why we celebrate St. Paddy's Day. Ireland's a very small country. It's very small. I don't even know how. I mean, I visited a couple years ago. I thought it'd be bigger based on St. Patrick's Day. No, it's pretty small. The fact that we still celebrate it so hard. I used to have this ex-girlfriend who was a little trashy, should say, but you know, that's how I like them. And she would go out from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. drinking the whole time. And then one time she broke into my place, because living separately, she broke into my place, wasted, had Mr. Sub in her hand as a peace offering, like, hey, can I come in? I got you, I got you a nice salami and provolone. Can you open the door? I tried to make sure she couldn't get in, but she snuck her way in, wasted, of course. She'd been drinking for, 12 hours? And she probably thought she looked good when she left the house. She was wearing those little green, balls on top of her head, like the little headband thing. She had this green glitter all over her face, and she had, the mascara and stuff. After 12 hours of drinking, you get that hot sweat, those hot alcohol coming out of you. She showed up looking like a sea monster, okay? She looked like the Swamp Thing. Then she came in. Just coming in there, not making much sense. I can't understand her. Scared me. I'm like, who are you? Please get out of here, or I'm calling the cops. She's like, hey, you, Mr. Sub. And scared for my life. And then she passed out right next to me, and I had to deal with her snoring the rest of the night. So, fuck you, St. Patrick's Day. Hate you. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. So, yeah, it was a shit show down there in Florida on St. Patrick's Day. Everyone's just partying. I tried to get some food. I almost, just trying to get a bag of food, I was almost raped. Not intentionally raped. It's just people are out of their minds in Florida. They're kind of they almost fall into raping me as I'm trying to walk down the street. And it was, I have the vaccine, so I'm fine with, potentially getting raped. And, but, even before this, the COVID thing, I understand it, but they said that I should be careful because I have 3 chronic diseases, we got the Crohn's, we got the diabetes, I got gastroparesis, and they're like, yo, your immune system's shot. You're not gonna survive COVID. You're not, I'm like, are you kidding me? Huh? You think I'm scared of COVID? 3 chronic diseases? I like to see COVID try to show up inside my body. Huh? My other 3 diseases will kick the shit out of it, huh? We'll curb stomp that COVID. Get the fuck out of here. You think you have a chance in here? Huh? You think you have a chance? It's type 1 diabetes up in here, okay? All right? I can't even get Planters peanuts through my intestines fully. You think COVID's going to be able to travel through it? No. So get the fuck out of here. You don't have a chance. And that's why I haven't gotten COVID. At least that's what I tell myself. It doesn't have time. My body doesn't have time for that shit. We got enough stuff going on. Yeah, we don't. Dude, there's so many scooters in Florida. So many scooters. I don't I don't even understand what's happening. I'm talking about like those rascal scooters for the old people, because there's so many people like just waiting to die. They go to Florida, and yeah, they were looking rough. But I went to the Publix, the grocery store one night, and there was so many rascal scooters in there. It was there was backed up traffic in just rascal scooters. It was backed up. There was a 12-minute wait to go down aisle 9. That's all. 12-minute wait. I was behind a couple of rascals, and they're honking their horns and stuff. And one of the scooters had knocked into an end cap of EL Fudge and it was on its side. A couple cops had to come by, and she's like, everything looks sideways. And we're like, yeah, you're dying, and you're flipped over, you idiot. So that was not fun. It took a while to check out. I never seen like a traffic jam inside a grocery store, but that was a lot of fun. So, what else? So yeah, I mean, I told you about this girl. Ruby, stop it. Might as well mention the Ruby here, since he's ruining my life. It's enough. Won't stop drinking water because he's cat's Down syndrome. It's enough. And he wants to ruin my life and my podcast. Get going. Find something to do. Yeah. So Ruby, it was a good vacation for me being away from Ruby, because he just doesn't get the hint, and he's purposely been put on this planet to ruin my life. And when I got back home, you know what this little asshole did? Huh? I put my suitcase in the room and I went to the bathroom. I came back, already took a dump on the floor. Cat had already taken a dump on the floor. So that's good. He's like, welcome home. Here's a little shit pie for you. So I thought, I was like, hey, maybe me and Ruby will get along a little bit. Like he'll remember me and he'll be happy. And he's like, nope, I see your face. I instantly want to take a shit right on your floor where you sleep. So that's what he did. So I still hate him because of that. And my sister had been taking care of him. She's like, he didn't poop on the ground at all when you were gone. He didn't poop on all. I don't get it. Yeah. He's just been shitting on the ground ever since I got home. So Ruby is still on my hate list. All right. Still looking to get him taken out and never come back. So I think he's actually in the closet taking a dump right now because he heard me. He's like, that's a good idea. Let me go just take a poop over here. Yeah, so I told you I think I was getting catfished by this girl. Yeah, I thought I was getting catfished. I've been talking to that girl for like 3 to 4 weeks, and then we were talking in Florida like almost every day. She's like, I can't wait for you to get back. I wish we could meet now. I'm like, yeah, we could have met a lot of times, and didn't. So I was talking to her on the phone. She's like, what day are you gonna get back? What day? All this. And as soon as I got back, I'm like, hey, do you want to go get a drink? Maybe we can get a drink. I don't know. My back hurts, and I'm so tired. But you were just saying you couldn't wait to see me, right? And like, it's the last episode of The Bachelor, so we don't know. Is he gonna pick Sandy or Jane? We have to. And the back hurts, I told you. Okay, what about the next day after that? Busy week. So, at this point, I don't think I'm getting catfished. I'm getting carped. Okay? Getting carped is when you have no chance of seeing a girl or knowing what she looks like. Not only is she ugly, like the catfish would be, but she's probably morbidly obese. Okay? So you have both of those things going on. So there's no chance of you ever seeing this person because they're hiding their Phantom of the Opera beaten up face and body. garbage bag looking body, I'm guessing. So all this build up, all this lead to me maybe seeing her, and she's like, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of meeting you and you being my soulmate and being the one I love so much. I mean, I haven't met another guy who's been fired from 24 jobs with 3 chronic diseases and crashing with their sister. This is a lot to take in, and I don't know if I'm ready for that big step, because this definitely sounds like the one. And I'm nervous, and it's okay to be nervous, but it's not okay to see a person. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to see them, and I wish them well. I wish Ryan well. But I'm going to dip my toes in the pool and then take them out and go back inside. That's what I'm going to do. But if you want to still talk on the phone, we could do that. Like, like we're in 5th grade, We could just twirl the telephone cord and talk about things we like and what our favorite jelly is. And do you still watch? Did you see the last episode of Alf? Did you see that one? Oh yeah, when the dad, he got locked in the basement. Did you like? And we can just, Mom, get off the phone. I'm on the phone. Okay? God, Mom, I'm on the phone. Yeah, stop listening to our conversations. It's love of my life I'm talking to. 5th grade love of my life. So, do you ever see that movie Her? See that movie with Joaquin Phoenix when he's falls in love with this Siri person, or this just this computer program, just person talking in their ear the whole time? That's basically what this situation is for me. I'm in this movie Her, and I'm talking to this person on the phone who might be a robot, probably is a robot sent from that dating site Bumble. I'm talking to some goddamn robot who I'm never going to meet in person, and I'm tossing around in bed. I'm like, is this the one for me? Oh God, please, I don't want to get carped, but I'm getting carped, and I just want true love. Please let it be. And they're like, no, you're getting carped, and you're gonna die alone. So, gonna die alone. We're not gonna see that girl. I won't say her name because it's probably not a real name. So there's no point of saying that. So they just came out with the new Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. And everyone's they're trying to get the hype up on that and get excited. Who cares? Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League? Is this where we are? Because no movies are being made? We're just redirecting, editing our old movies? Huh. That sounds like a great idea, huh? We could send out the new director's cut of AirBud 2, Golden Retriever. We have a new Steven Spielberg version of this. It's the Steven Spielberg cut. It's a lot more emotional, and a lot more slow motion montages. So you're gonna want it. That's coming to HBO Max. HBO Max, April 4th. Stay tuned. I don't know if you know, but the first Justice League sucked, okay? I don't need to wait around to see Zack Snyder's director's cut. You ever seen Zack Snyder's movie? He's basically the American John Woo version of directing. John Woo was known for doing movies like Face Off and stuff, where the whole movie's in slow motion. If you played it back in regular speed, his movies were 8 minutes, 32 seconds. Okay, 8 minutes, 32 seconds. But he slowed everything down. It's almost like you slow everything down enough. It almost looks like soft porn you're watching. It's kind of turns you on a little bit. You don't know why. but everything's slower and every move looks so elegant because it's in slow motion. So that's what Zack Snyder does. He just makes the movie. He'll do it in slow motion, and then he'll make the camera move. Pause the frame, and it makes the camera move across the room. And we're supposed to be dazzled and forget that this has no plot. So don't need to see the Zack Snyder's version of director's cut of Justice League. Okay, I don't need to see Aquaman and another cut, another roll, or another scene. Him slapping around some fish or something. Whatever he does. I don't remember what happened in that movie. So I was going, like, my aunt was showing me a few, like, photos of me as a kid, and boy, I was a cute kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was easy on the eyes. Okay? Easy on the eyes. A little pretty boy early on. So much so that I was on the cover of the YMCA pamphlet that they had at the front of the YMCA and the store, whatever it's called, the YMCA. They would have pamphlets on there saying what it's all about and how dirty and gross it is. And there was a picture of your boy Ryan on there with a bunch of kids behind me. I was just like this, looking up, bunch of kids behind me, looking like I was their leader. I looked like I was the leader of these kids. I looked like I was the head, the leader of a children's cult. That's what it looked like. Yeah, all these kids had listened to what I said, and they believed what I was doing was right, and they were following me around, and then they were going to eat some Jello later to end their life so they can go to Pluto, where is the next destination for our Savior lives. So you want to know, like, how I got on the cover of there? Me being just, such a nice natural charmer and being such a cute little boy is like, I can't remember, but someone working for the YMCA must have seen me splashing around in that pool and seen me going around, and then kind of gave me a side look and it's like, yeah, you got something there, kid. You got something. Yeah. And your little boy shorts. Yeah. You are meant for the camera. Yeah. Looking good. All watered and wetted up. Wetted up. In that pool with your shirt off. You got what it takes, kid. I want you to meet me in my hotel tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. And we're going to make you a star. And that's what happened. Got myself on the YMCA pamphlet. Still to this day, greatest achievement in my life. Greatest achievement in my life. I am going places. It's hard when I was in Florida, like, I took off my shirt to, like, get some, I got a nice body, and I gotta, like, show it off sometimes. You gotta get the little tan in and stuff, but I forgot I have, like, so many devices hooked up to me. Like, I have the insulin pump, and I have the continuous glucose monitor attached to my stomach and to my arm. I basically look like a RoboCop, I look like I'm half human, but instead of RoboCop, I would basically be more like closer to HoboCop, where I just like I'll come over to your house and try to overstay my welcome and eat all your food. That's my special powers, and and I don't have a gun to take down people or have them listen to me, but I do bite. I'm a biter, so I will bite you. That's my HoboCop will bite you. He's stay out of his way. That's my situation here. So I was down there in Florida being HoboCop. All these wires hooked to me. I'm sure people are like, is he okay? Is he okay? Is he gonna plug himself into one of those electric car stations and charge up? I don't understand what I'm seeing right now. But I'm sure he's a sexy little boy when he was younger. Oh yeah. Remember when there was like we had CD players, but I remember like when you had the CD players in your car, but they were like you get a 6-disc CD changer and you'd have it in the trunk of your car. Like how ridiculous was that? Like I remember you're like picking your CDs. You're like, oh, better pick the right ones in here because you're not gonna go back in your trunk and change them for 8 months. You'll have those same 6 CDs in the trunk of your car. Yeah, like you'll have I had Candlebox in there. I'm listening to Gin Blossoms. You know, we got Dishwalla. Um, so that we have all of those just playing. Chumbawamba just in the back of my car, like on rotation, because for 8 months, because apparently everyone's just too lazy to just pop their trunk and to change out a couple CDs. No, you're gonna stay in the trunk of your car, and you're just gonna hope you made the right choices that day, that you picked them from your CD album, that giant CD album that had 800 CDs stuck in there, and all of your party mix, road trip mix, going to Shoney's mix, like staying with 2 weeks with Gramps mix. So like you'd have all of those, way too many CDs, and then you're trying to pick through them all, and then you end up you're thinking, oh yeah, I think I got the perfect 6 to put in there, and then you get in your car, and you turn on. You turn on the thing and it does random play, like, oh, I wonder what the first song's going to be. This is going to be exciting. And then, of course, it's I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston. Yes, my favorite, love Whitney Houston. And then that's and then You by Candlebox comes in. It's a good mix right there. Yeah, going to Nana's house mix. Kind of like that 6-disc CD changer kind of made your own mixtape there, which was pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but a pretty bad idea, like doing that back there, because you could never. Too lazy to change them out, is what I'm saying. Too lazy. I don't know. It's weird getting older, like, because now I feel like there's tattoos. Like everybody's got tattoos, like. It's more unusual to run into somebody who doesn't have a tattoo. You're like, what is wrong with you? Do you have like some kind of skin disease where you can't get permanent ink on your skin? It doesn't make any sense. Where are your tattoos? How am I going to know what your personality is without a tattoo of a flying saucer on your thigh? Like we need to know who you are and what you're into. I remember when I was growing up, no one had tattoos. Like, my parents would be like, if you ever get a tattoo, good luck. Good luck finding a real job. You have a tattoo, huh? Oh, you'll never get a real job in an office with a tattoo. Good luck. You'll be slinging burgers at Steak and Shake, huh? If you get a goddamn tattoo, no one's gonna hire you. Nowadays, everyone's got the tattoos. Like it's getting absurd. I even saw someone had a crazy one, like down when I was down in Florida at the strip club. This girl had on one side of her rib cage a tattoo of her grandma's spicy meatloaf recipe. Yeah, like what? It's even weirder. On the other side of her rib cage, she had a blog about it. Growing up in the sweet fields of Alabama, I used to run into my gramps sitting on the couch, smoking his pipe, and seeing Nana in the kitchen, and I get that nice whiff of that sweet, sweet loaf action coming out of the oven. Oh, those were the days. It's like crazy. We need to stop with these tattoos. It's too much. I don't understand it. It's hard, like having to get back out there and date again. But I mean, I remember when I dated this one girl who was crazy. She had this. We'd been dating for a while. We were living together, and she didn't like. We weren't. Things were getting a little stale in the bedroom, should we say? So like, she said like she was going to a sex toy party one Saturday. Like, sex toy party is when a bunch of girls get together and then they they drink a lot of yellowtail wine and laugh and like play hot potato with anal beads and say like, "Oh, Sarah, are you gonna bit the double-sided dildo? Oh, whoa, boy, is Larry gonna be surprised." And she came home from the sex toy party. She's like, "Ryan, you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna do to you tomorrow. Get excited for Friday night, because we're gonna have some fun." So Friday night came around. She's like, "Get in the bed and get buck naked, and I'm gonna come up and rock your world." So what happened is I'm laying there completely naked and vulnerable, which it's scary for me. And she slammed open the door with this briefcase, and she's wearing this suit, and she goes, "There's been a crime here. A sex crime." I'm like, "What? What the hell's going on?" She strolls over, opens up the briefcase, takes out handcuffs and cotton candy dust. Okay? Like, that might sound sexy to some people, but remember, I'm a type 1 diabetic. That's like ISIS torture tactics. Like, what are you going to do to me? This is scary. And if this is not hot, I'm scared. Please, where's my insulin? But she was like, just take it easy, go with it. And she poured the cotton candy dust on my chest. And then she used this little feather duster and was dusting around with the cotton candy thing. And then she goes, "I see. The crime has been solved. I can see the prints here." Some stupid thing like that. And she went to go down and blow the candy dust off me. And she got it right in her eyes. And she goes, "Ah, it burns," and runs right out of the room. Like, now, to a person who's diabetic, it's pretty funny to see someone else get sugar in their eyes and burned by what causes us such harm all the time. So it was pretty funny. We got a little little diabetic laugh out of that. And that was the extent of the sex toy party. That was like, that ended right there. Like, her eyes were bloodshot red, and she was dousing water in her eyes for the next hour while I slowly picked up my pajama jeans and my Big Johnson t-shirt and went back and watched Golden Girls. And I always remember that girl, though. She was the one that got away. I'm sorry, she's the one that ran away. She ran away. Yeah, I don't know. There's another thing I mentioned is that I have something called chronic dry eye. That's why I have to wear these glasses right now. Like, I don't typically, I have 20/20 vision, or like something like that, like a vision where I can see things. So nothing's too blurry. I don't know if that's 20/20, but that's what we're gonna say, so we can act, be cool. And So I got my eyes checked, and the guy's like, you have like, your eyes are so dry that if I pick up the lids, they make a smacky noise when it pops back to your eyeball. And I'm like, oh, you noticed that too? Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, that's not normal. He's like, you have chronic dry eye. I'm like, are we just making up things now that Ryan has? Are we just making up things? Because this doesn't sound like a real thing. Hey, let's add this to the list of things you have too. We'll add another chronic to you. How about fuck around chronic dry eye? Yeah, your eyes are just constantly dry. There's nothing you can do about it. He put like some kind of dilution thing in my eye that to tell if I had that. And so he's like, basically that means your eyelids or eyes, I don't know what it is, but they're not producing like tears. So there's not enough liquid and they're not producing tears. And I was like, I wish, doctor, could you tell that to every girlfriend I ever dated? Because they said I'm completely emotionless and don't look like I give a shit about anything. So could you let them know that it's chronic dry eye? Okay, it's chronic dry. Sorry, I didn't cry when we broke up. It's chronic dry eye. I just literally, I can't produce tears. Okay? And, just because I'm playing video game when I told you I was breaking up with you doesn't mean I don't care. I don't have the ability, okay, to cry or be upset when your Nana was in the hospital. I don't have the ability to have those feelings through my eyes. So just remember that, okay? So could you tell them to the eye doctor person from Pearl Vision, okay, in the strip mall next to the Five Below? I don't know why are eye doctors always like look like they have to stay in these shitty doctor's offices, like always like in strip malls or in Target? Can we get these guys a legit fucking business here? Like, I mean, I don't know if they're different kind of eye doctors or what, but when they just check to see if your eyes are okay, like you go in for your eyes are like a big part of your body. So why am I having to go meet some creepy dude at the end of a strip mall next to a Sally's Beauty Supply that's going to tell me if I need glasses or surgery or not? It doesn't seem right. It seems a little creepy. All right. I don't know. The Pearl Vision's weird. It's very weird. So yeah, I have the chronic dry eye, so that's going good. Ruby's gone. I don't see Ruby anywhere anymore. Good thing is I don't smell poop. So that's a good thing. I don't smell poop. But also, when you don't see Ruby, it usually means he's doing something wrong. And something he's going to get a spank for. Okay? I'm sure when he saw that I was gone for 10 days, he probably thought I was never coming back. Because when I looked at Ruby's face, when I first came in the door, I was like, surprise. And he looked at me like, oh shit. Actually, it didn't really look like anything because cats never show emotion. He was just like staring. And then I think he like licked his paw. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, need to get to the apartment. The appeal thing didn't happen. So he got back to me and said like, oh, your appeal of the appeal for your apartment, guess what? Denied. You didn't get it. Oh, what a shocker. I thought just because I appealed it and added a couple adjectives in the email that it might change things. No, of course not. We let you do appeals just to make you feel like you have some kind of importance or you can do something, but you really can't. You can never do anything. It's just, you can never trust the system. Even though we say trust the system, it will fail you. So I'm back looking for places, and my aunt's like, why don't you get a roommate? And I'm like, I'm too old to be living with somebody anymore. I don't want to be living with another person, okay? I get really annoyed of other people fast, and I'm sure I annoy them too. I have Crohn's disease. I'm going to the bathroom 45 times a day. I'm sure that's going to upset them a little bit, all right? And plus, I got this cat that poops everywhere. I can't. Me and my cat are pooping everywhere all the time. Who wants to be roommates with that? No one. No one at all. So I don't know what to do. I need to find a roommate and need to find one, or not a roommate. I need to find a place and find it fast, or gonna be living in the car, dream. Um, and that's gonna be hard if I have Ruby, because I don't know. I'm gonna put the cat litter like in the back seat, and even though it's in the car, it's such a small space, he'll find a way to poop right just outside of that box and ruin my car living days. So we need to figure something out there, because it's gonna be living in the car. That's the dream. I had I remember like growing up, like in the 80s, it was Pizza Hut was like the biggest thing. That was like the best restaurant back in the 80s. Pizza Hut was like, it was party central. Like you go to a Pizza Hut on Friday night, there's like a 3 hour wait. There's a 3 hour wait. They got a jukebox in there. It's just pounding out all these like loud music, all these big hits, like all the hits like Goodbye Ruby Tuesdays, that song, and like, it's also blasting out um they that song, get out of my dreams, get into my car. Yeah, it's blasting that out there at the Pizza Hut. And they got everyone's dancing. They got those little like sit down like Pac-Man games. Everyone's playing those games. There's like one of those crane machines in the corner where you can win like some fuzzy dice to put in the in your rear view mirror, or you can you know they got they got the buffet there, the food buffet, the salad bar buffet there, before, like, so everyone's dancing, they're throwing croutons and bacon bits on their plates. They got they got dessert there. There's butterscotch pudding down there in that pizza buffet, so you're just slopping on that, and just, it's the time of your life. They got the pan pizza, which is like four inches of just pure grease. That's all pan pizza means. It's just like, you want us to add extra oil and fat to your pizza. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. You want to get a heart attack faster? Yeah, let me just circle that around that pan pizza. That was the first time I ever had a barbecue chicken pizza, was in Pizza Hut. I think the first ones to invent that. And it was a barbecue chicken pan pizza. It's the greatest thing still to this day I think I've ever eaten in my life. It's probably what also gave me the diabetes too. I don't know. It was so damn good. And then we go home and you would sleep for 22 hours because your body's trying to digest and prevent you from going and having a stroke. Yeah, I mean, those are but there was like, when I was just in Florida, they had this place called Hungry Howie's. I didn't even know they were still around. Hungry Howie's. If you think Little Caesars is trash, keep walking down that cellar until you hit Hungry Howie's. Dump. I think Hungry Howie's was before Little Caesars. Before Little Caesars kind of got their shit right, it was Hungry Howie's. They would have the buy one get one free pizzas, like Little Caesars did. They had this salad bar, but very sketch. A lot of fecal matter in that salad bar. A lot of tins filled with a lot of feces matter and a lot of bacteria and Ebola probably. And the logo for it looked weird too. It looked like just a picture of a little boy, and it looked like he was like at, like he was yelling for help, like he needed help. I don't know what they were trying for. The place is bright yellow. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, get your shit together. Like, no one, like, the food looks like, it tastes like it came out of the Play-Doh factory. I mean, it's like, it looks like, how you look at, you get a frozen pizza and you look at it before you put it in the oven. That's what the Hungry Howie's pizza look like, fresh out of the oven. You're like, are these real toppings? Is this rat poop? I think there's a rat turd on my pizza. Oh, that's a pepperoni. Oh, it's pepperoni. A little weird that that's pepperoni. Pepperoni is usually in a circle shape. Does not look like a pellet, but it's pepperoni. Okay. So they still have those down there. So if you're like, if you think a $5 Little Caesars is like, it's pizza, but it's, whatever. Try eating Hungry Howie's. Yeah. You'll have diarrhea for sure. And your skin will turn the color of gray. So if that's what you're in for, I mean, it only costs you probably $3. And, shame. But, it is what it is. So, yeah, it's like, I can't believe that place is still thriving down there. Like, what are the chances of people still eating there? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's weird how like, I wonder if things like as you go through time, how things like advance, not only with technology, but how like what we think is acceptable or not. Like, I wonder like back in the day, like the early evolution of human beings, like, everyone's just wearing loincloths, but I wonder if like everyone's just wearing loincloths and then they reached a moment like, guys and girls, they reached a moment when there's one girl walks by and she's got some big boobs and they're bouncing around and all the guys are taking off their glasses because they had glasses back then, and they're like, yeah, that is a nice cup of tea, which hasn't been invented yet, but that's a nice cup of tea. And bunch of guys like waiting in a line wanting to take Brenda behind a rock and seduce her. And then people were like, maybe we need some loincloths up here too for the girls. Maybe some loincloths, just one down there, and then we need two up here. Put two up here, and otherwise there's going to be complete mayhem. So if we could just do that, then, because we want to make sure Brenda can make it home from her shift of drawing circles in mud. So I don't know what they did back then. I didn't do well in school. I had my test score average were like 33, I think. And that's usually based out of 100. So that's, probably another reason why I get fired from so many jobs, because I don't like to learn things. So there's that. And I just watched that Lady in the Dale HBO special. I don't know if you've seen that documentary. It's about the first lady that invented the three-wheel car. Yeah, the three-wheel car. And it's weird about the three-wheel car. She basically the idea was like she like decided to make a car and put motorcycle wheels on it, 3 motorcycle wheels. And guess what? Not a good idea, surprisingly. It didn't work out. So she did that, but the real story here is she was originally a man. So she was a man, and she She basically changed her gender. She was also like a con man. She was a con man, not a con woman yet. She was a con man, and she was kind of on the run for the police. So I was like, maybe she changed her gender. Maybe he changed his gender to, you know, to sniff off the cops. So maybe it did that. But everyone's like saying in the special, no, she definitely was a lady. And there's one part in the special where it's pretty interesting. You should watch one part in the special where she never got like the surgery to go completely turned into a girl. She just like took estrogen pills and like horse tranquilizers and something, and then so she still had, you know, her bits and pieces, and but she said when she was making this car, the Dale, that like, I can do anything a man can do. And I was like, yeah, because you're a man. You still pee standing up. Yeah. Of course you can do anything a man can do. You were a man 4 months ago. Just because you put on some lipstick and some shoulder pads and you put a wig on from the movie 9 to 5 doesn't mean that all of a sudden like your brain's different. Yeah. A woman can invent a 3-wheeled car, or a man. And guess what? Both terrible ideas. Yeah. Terrible ideas. Probably a reason why we started with 4 wheels. Okay? Just saying. Probably a reason. So check that out. It's good. I don't have anything against transgender, but I do if you decide to build a 3-wheel car. I will get in your face and slap the taste out of your mouth. All right? You, he, or a she? He, she's? No, it's not. That's not the technical term. It's not. It's, I was thinking about getting into this Bitcoin thing. Everyone's talking about the Bitcoin and getting, what's it called? Trying to get money, basically. Everyone's like, invest in Bitcoin. That's the future. Invest in it. Put all your money in Bitcoin because it'll pay off in the end. And you will be in Cancun at one of those all-exclusive hotels where you're drinking watered-down liquor all day and you're eating from a Hungry Howie style food buffet with butterscotch pudding on the end and lobster that has more legs than you've seen in the US before, but it's all inclusive and you have a lot of fun. And that's what it is. And so I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. What was I talking about? Playing this on the low blood sugar here. I also saw that Woody Allen documentary, and we know he's a creep, and he's like, but he's also like, people are surprised. It's like he was having sex with his stepdaughter, and he's getting a little bit too close with some of the other Mia's kids. I'd be like, in defense of Woody Allen, he's kind of has the body of a kid, you know. He's very tiny, doesn't have any muscles. He looks like he hasn't gone through puberty yet, and he's 68. So probably the reason he is attracted to 12-year-old girls. Okay, maybe his brain hasn't progressed either. So maybe they need to do not only a psychoanalysis of his brain, but also check his anatomy and see, is there a reason that this guy looks like he's the last pick on your 7th grade dodgeball team. So let's think about that first, and then we'll worry about these allegations of this creep. Okay, like he looks like, you know, a sneeze could knock him over. So let's think about that. My cat's bitching at me again now over here, and you know what? This is how stupid my cat does. He's gonna, I'll show you here, because I took a video of this. Every time before he drinks water out of his bowl, he has to use his paws and scrape them on the ground 8 to 10 times before he'll drink the water. Just rubbing his paws back and forth on the ground. I'm like, just drink the water already. God damn it. He won't drink the damn water. And so, yeah, here it is. Showing you right now. It's like he's like doing it because he's like excited about drinking the water, or he's getting ready. He's like, boy, oh boy, can't wait to get this sweet, sweet well water down my throat. This is tasty. Just another thing he does that annoys me, and it's like that's like his big exciting thing. Pretty sure he's Down syndrome. There's a lot of reasons, mainly the poop, not being able to poop in the box is it's a big one, and it's all we know about it. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about Bitcoin. Yeah, so we're talking about Bitcoin, and I was gonna invest in it, and then I signed up an account on Coinbase, all this stuff, and then someone told me like, oh, Ryan, in order to invest in Bitcoin, you have to have money. So I don't have money, so that's, I guess you can't do that. So to invest in things, if anybody's out there listening, to invest in things, you have to have money first. So write that down in your diary, because I didn't realize that. That's what we learned today, and looks like we're gonna wrap up this episode now, because my cat literally just pooped on the ground, because I heard him, because he rubs his paws like he's trying to cover it up, and that's how stupid he is. You can't cover up poop when there's no sand on the field, okay? This dumb idiot. So please, folks out there, if you could subscribe to the Pathetic Diabetic channel it's on YouTube. I only have it on YouTube now. I'd like throw in a lot of things to try to keep everybody entertained, and you're not just staring at this white asshole the whole time. And please, if you want to donate to Ryan not being homeless, you can do that. You can Venmo me or PayPal me, or throw me some or just come out, just someone maybe like come over here and take this cat and throw him in the river somewhere, and do that too. That helps the podcast, the Pathetic Diabetic. And just want to say, everyone, that I have the vaccine. You probably don't, and you might not think that's fair, because I don't have a job, and I don't have much prospects for it. But maybe if you guys knew how to beat the system, then you would be better people, and you are. So you all take care out there. This is the Pathetic Diabetic, and bye.
The Pathetic Diabetic.